Hi, my name is Laura Height. I'm the corporate trainer here at Coester VMS. Today we're going to be going over how to place an appraisal order. I'm going to show you how to place it as a wholesaler, broker, or retail. So we're going to start by, after logging in, you're going to come to your home page. And you're going to have two places to navigate to placing the appraisal order. At the top here, you would select place order. You'll have the option of appraisal order or AVM order. And over here to the left, you can select either appraisal order or AVM. I'm just going to select the top one, and that's going to take me to the online order form. And this is going to be just like any other online order form. If it has a red asterisk next to it, it's a required field. So we'll start with the loan number. Of course, you have to enter the loan number. Come down to FHA. Please select whether or not it's FHA. You have to do this. As you can see, there's a red asterisk. For training, we're going to say yes just because it has the extra step of entering the FHA case number. If it is an FHA appraisal, you have to enter the FHA case number or else it won't let you process with the order. So from here, we're going to go down to client info. So if you are a broker, there's an extra step you have to do in this section, and we're going to get to that. But right now, we're just going to show you how to place the order as a wholesaler. So we'll get to branch information. And if you have multiple branches that you order from, you would just select the drop-down box and choose the correct branch. Make sure that's going to be the name on the appraisal. For your processors, you're going to select anyone that needs to receive any email notifications regarding the status of the appraisal. So if you want to enter the loan officer as a processor, we just have to make sure they're in our system. That way they can receive email notifications about the status of the appraisal. As we scroll, we're going to get to ordered by, and that's going to have the information for the person actually entering the appraisal order. So the person ordering it will receive email notifications and the actual appraisal report. Due date's going to automatically set out for 7 days. If for some reason you need a rush on it, it's going to be an additional fee, and that fee will be determined by the appraiser. Now we're going to get to where if you're ordering as a broker. If you're ordering as a broker, you need to select who the lender is going to be. So you're going to select this drop-down box. So say, for instance, it is First Guarantee Mortgage. You're going to select that drop-down box and First Guarantee Mortgage. And because this is the wholesale lender and the actual lender who's lending on the property, their name has to be on the appraisal. And that's going to be a compliance issue. And if their name is not on the appraisal will be sent back for a revision request, and it's going to hold up the delivery of the appraisal to you. So make sure you select that name on the appraisal if you are the broker. From here, you can choose processors from that specific bank. You don't have to, but if you would like to, you can. So if you are a broker, make sure you enter that wholesale lender and select name on the appraisal. If you are just a wholesale lender or retail, just make sure you enter the branch client info as accurately as possible and any processors you would like to have. Next, we're going to move to subject property information. So you're going to enter the borrower's name and their address. And we're going to get down to zip code. And the zip code, we're just going to want to make sure it's correct. So we're going to ask to select Verify Zip. That's going to populate the city, state, and county. It's also going to populate all of our products. Once you select this Verify Zip, everything that we offer will be here. And it's also sort of taken everything that you've entered so far and produced the most probable product for you. Legal description is not required. Borrower email is going to be required only if you would like Coester to send the appraisal to the borrower. If not, you can leave that blank. That everyone is going to have an email address. We get down to property type, and this is where you're going to select which kind of property it is. For training, we're just going to say single family. Intended use, this is a required field because it has to deal with the scope of work for the appraiser. So you have options here: purchase, refi, reverse mortgage, USDA, FHA. There's all sorts of options here. For training, we're going to select purchase. and it's going to ask you to upload the purchase contract. If you do not upload the purchase contract, the appraisal order will not be processed. The appraiser has to have the contract in order to do the appraisal. From here, we're going to enter the actual product that we're ordering. So because it's FHA and it's single family, we're going to select FHA. If it's a drive-by, 2055, there's different options for everything here. And because we sort of narrowed down what you'll be ordering, it just saves you from having to scroll through everything. From here, we're going to move down to primary occupancy. So you can have primary residence, second home, investment. If you select investment, it's going to remind you to order the operating income statement. Again, we are not going to order these for you just because it's a compliance issue, and you'll have to actually scroll back up and select the 216. If you need a rent schedule, it's going to be right beneath that as well. So for training, we're just going to leave this as primary residence. And because it's a purchase, we need to enter the purchase or sales price. Now, it's not a required field, so you don't have to enter it, but you can if you'd like. Estimated value, loan amount are not required fields. You don't need to enter those. Settlement date, you can just put it to the end of the month if you'd like, or whenever the expected closing is going to be. From here, we're going to move to billing info, and it's going to depend on what you're set up for. For this particular client, we have the option to bill, credit card, e-check, or send borrower credit card link. The most popular one is going to be credit card. And what it's going to do is populate the borrower's full name and the address for the property being appraised. Now, because this is a purchase, the billing address and the property being appraised is going to be different. So if the billing address is different, uncheck same as borrower, enter the name of the borrower or person paying for the appraisal, and the appropriate billing address. And then as we get down to here, we'll have the card number, enter the appropriate card number, the expiration date, CVS code, which is the 3 digits on the back, and then TILA date. The TILA date is going to be the date that the disclosure has expired, or in other words, the date that you would like us to process the credit card. So say it's 3 days out, so say Monday, and we'll know that we can get this appraisal, ordered and assigned, but we won't charge the card or the borrower till the 18th. Property access, if it's going to be something different than the borrower, say it's a sales agent, you can just simply go ahead, enter their name and their contact information. And if it is an agent, it's going to ask for their email address. Again, this isn't required, but it does speed up the process on the appraisal. Preferred appointment date. These aren't required fields, but again, if we're just sending the appraiser options for possible inspection dates and times. So these, again, are not required, but do help speed up the process. Client info, notes, and special instructions. Say the homeowner renovated their kitchens and baths 12 months ago. You can enter that in here. And the appraiser will know that this property is going to be in superior condition. Say the borrower has dogs and they need to call beforehand. Any information you want to convey to the appraiser, you can do that from here. We're going to get down to attach files. Because this is a purchase property, we're going to select Purchase Contract, Browse, and then we're going to upload the appropriate file. So we are going to upload that, and we're going to give it just 1 second to upload. And as it's uploading, once it's completed, it's going to give you an option to view the actual file, and if it's not the correct file, you can just select Delete and then upload the appropriate one. From here, we're going to select Next, and it's going to prompt me, are you sure you don't want to enter the email address for the borrower? We're going to say yes for sure. If you do have the borrower's email address, please enter it, especially if you want us to send the appraisal to the borrower. Now, right now, it's processing the order, and it's going to take us to a confirmation page. And this is where you can review the appraisal and confirm the order. But again, we do ask that you review everything, make sure everything is correct. So, Coester VMS order confirmation, please confirm order. You can do it at the top, but I do recommend you just look through the order detail, make sure everything is spelled correctly, especially the subject property and the borrower's name. We want to try to avoid many revisions as possible, especially when it comes to clerical errors. Billing information, if you need to change the payment method, you can do that from this screen as well. If you need to upload any additional documents, you can do that right here and browse and upload from right here. Or if you don't need to, then you can move on. Say you notice that the address has been spelled incorrectly, you can select Revise Order. It will take you to the previous page. You can adjust the things that you need, or you think everything looks great, and just confirm order. And this is going to take you to the invoice page and the Coester file number. So at the top here, we can print the invoice, and we have the Coester invoice number. And that is how you place an appraisal order.